This game, we want to answer a question. How do you make a small town that doesn't really have much to start with successful? Well, in our game design, we decided we don't really want to make a game that's competitive with people fighting against each other, trying to make the best business, because that's not really indicative of trying to build up something that's struggling. So we decided to make a cooperative business game where you try to have make your town the most successful possible. In other words, how do you make progress in Progresso?
I love that. That's great. I love that. That's great.
Alright, you get to play as one of the 6 businesses, like on the fancy sheet of paper. And from there, you have these different cards. You have things that affect your money, whether it be negative or positive. You have the customers that come in for that particular turn. And also ways to expand your business, like machinery or maybe an extra like garage to work in.
And then, since this is a card-based game, there are certain mechanics and rules that you have to follow. There are going to be 3 different piles of cards, and then different types of money, like loose cash versus money that you've put in a savings deposit or savings account in bank. So the 3 types of cards are essentially like chance cards. So you either have positive things happen to your business or negative things, like maybe something breaks and you have to pay money to fix it, or you are funded by someone, you get a gift from a family member. And then there is a card for customers that every turn you draw this card and it tells you this is how many customers you got, this is how much money you received in loose liquid money that day. And then there are asset cards that come once every 7 days. And a day is essentially a turn. There are 30 turns to the game, so it's 1 month essentially. So every week you have the option of paying money to get an asset, and if it's something that you can use, you can keep it, and if it's something you can't use, say you're the makeup salesman and you have an oven, you can barter with another business to try to make some money off of the fact that you paid for the asset, but still, make sure everyone gets money from their assets. And then the money you collect is essentially kept in your hand, and you can choose to continuously build that and then take it to the bank, which counts as a turn. But the more money you save up, the more money you get from interest when you put it in the bank, and interest is a one-time thing. You have this much money, you get this % of interest. But you have to keep in mind that all the loose money you have can be taken away by these chance cards, and you don't want to be saving for 28 days, and on day 29 you're robbed.
And you have to draw a chance card every single turn, so.
Right, because life happens, things happen, every single minute is a chance.
So overall with this game, we wanted to kind of focus on how close-knit the community is and how tight these families are. And basically this whole community is made up of a bunch of families that are just trying to work together to create a sustainable lifestyle for themselves. And we wanted to really emphasize that they can work together to help make profits and help improve their whole community and the way of life.
If you think about it, kind of like the town from Cars, how they were all run down, and by working together, they got to have like a nice booming town. Kind of what we're trying to recreate here, except without Lightning McQueen.
They're just not anthropomorphized cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
Great.